Hey there, this is Elliot, and in my last video, I showed you how to add a highlight behind all of the H1 titles on your Squarespace website. So now your Squarespace website can have this beautiful highlight that shows up right behind all of those H1 titles. But let's say that you want to only highlight a specific word, or you want to have multiple H1 titles on your site, but you don't want to have a highlight behind all of them. It's actually possible to target just specific words or just specific titles by adding another level of custom code to your website. So first off, if this is the first video you're seeing and you're a little confused, make sure you check out the link in the video description. It will give you a step-by-step walkthrough of where you can actually change these codes and what we're doing to add the highlight. If you're ready to just dive in and go straight into the instructions, here's what you're going to do. So first off, what we're going to do is under here for design, we scroll down to the bottom where we looked at this custom CSS before. And right now you can see that it's targeting all of your H1 titles. What we're going to do is create a new span class, and we're going to call that lowlight, as in low highlight. When I add that period lowlight, you can see that it removes the H1 highlight that was previously there because that rule no longer exists. Oh, and if you want to just copy paste all of these rules without having to write them yourself, again, make sure you check out the video description in the link because that's where you can find all of these rules to just copy paste straight into your Squarespace site. All right, so now that we've changed this to be period lowlight, we're going to make sure we save. And then over here, we're going to edit the page. So right now we have this heading here and this paragraph here. What we're going to do is just remove the heading from this text section. So it's just the paragraph. Then we're going to add a new content block. And here we're going to add the content block that's just called code. It comes with this default that is hello world. You can take that right out. And what you're going to add instead is this is a title. And we're going to make sure that this is an H1 title. So add H1. And then you can see it automatically actually throws in this closing tag here. So we'll just copy paste the text right up there. Now it has H1. So I saved it here. You can see it looks like the way it did before, where there's this H1 title followed by the paragraph, but it's actually two separate blocks, the code block and then the text block. But as you'll notice, that highlight still isn't showing up. And that's because we gave it that new name, which is the span class lowlight. So back under edit for H1, we are going to add span class equals lowlight. Again, you'll see it automatically throws in a closing tag here. We're just going to copy paste the content we want back in there. And now when we say apply, you'll see that it shows it. So it has this highlight here once again. Now this is great, but what we want to do is just highlight a single word. Let's say we want to just highlight the word title. So back again, we are going to just copy paste the entire thing. And then we're going to move this span class so that it just goes around the word title. So we have the opening tag with span class lowlight, the word title, and then we have the close for that tag. When we apply it, you can see that here, indeed, just the word title is highlighted now. So this is a great trick if you want to just highlight a single word in your titles, or if you want to just highlight a couple of titles on your website without highlighting all of them. Now, if you have any questions, again, I encourage you to check out the link in the video description. That'll have more of the step-by-step instructions for how to do this. And of course, you can always message or comment, and I would be happy to answer your questions.